Okay, so this is the fifth and final JLab in lab sheet 1, and then finally we can move off the basics of Java and JCreator. And I'd like to dedicate this JLab to my good friend Roy Billington, especially because he had a major session last night. It was a really good crack. And we're going to do it again next week, that right, Roy? Anyway, on to the video. So the question is, write a program that allows you to enter a loan amount, the interest rate per year, and number of years you have taken it out for. Then display how much must be paid back. Now, for anyone that's done business, you should know that there's two types of ways you can calculate interest. There's simple interest and there's compound interest. Now, in this video we're going to do simple interest because the compound interest is a little more difficult, but we will come back to this question and we'll do it with compound interest once we've learned the techniques we need to do it. So simple interest is basically you take the amount, you find how much the interest per year is, and then you multiply it by the amount of years, and that's how you find your total. With compound interest, you find how much it is for the year, you add it, you add the amount to the year, and then you find the interest rate again and add it. So you're adding more and more each time. Okay, so let's get down to writing it. So as usual, my Java tutorials, I should start like preparing these before I oops, that's the wrong one. I should start preparing these before I actually make the video. It'd save a little bit of time, and I don't have a lot of it. Copy JLabs, new folder, Jlab15. Paste, rename, Jlab15. Okay, and we're ready to go. So the date is the 14th of the 11th 2010. Jlab15. Purpose, enter loan information and calculate the total repayment. Yes. Okay, Jlab15. So code goes here. So again, thinking logically, what do we know we need? And by the way, since this is to do with money, we need the data types to be doubles. So what variables do we know we need to have? First of all is the loan amount. So double loan amount. Yep. The interest rate, so double interest rate, and the number of years. Now we can have the number of years as int number of years. Okay, and we know somewhere along the line at the end we're going to have double total repayment. Okay, so that's what we know for definite we need right now. So let's go ahead and ask user to enter values. Okay, so system.out.print shit. Please enter the loan amount. Okay, simple enough. And loan amount is equal to input.read double. There we go. Okay, and now for a little bit of copy and paste as usual. We're going to need 3 different statements. Next, please enter the interest rate on the loan. You probably don't need to explain all that, but I will anyway. Okay, so interest rate. Please enter the loan amount. So finally we have, oh no, sorry. Please enter the loan amount. I'm not with it tonight. Please enter the number of years for repayment. Okay, and we call this number of years. And don't forget to change read double to read int. Okay, there we go. So we have the three variables now initialized, asking to enter the values. So next we're actually going to have to do the calculation for figuring out the compound interest. Okay. So what we'll use is what could we just say? Okay, so first we'll calculate the total repayment. Okay, so first of all we're going to need one more variable, double. Oh no, actually I think I can actually initialize it all in total repayment. Let's see, I really should have some sort of script for these things already written out so I don't have to arse around writing the code. Anyway, let's see, total repayment is equal to loan amount divided by the interest rate multiplied by 100, right? So that gets us how much interest there is. Then we need to add that to loan amount, so plus loan amount. Okay, and then finally we have to multiply it all by the number of years. Oh wait, no. Sorry, that's wrong. Did that the wrong way around. So do all that, then we multiply it by the number of years, and then finally we add it to loan amount. Okay, now before, as we saw in, I think it was the very first or second JLab, you have to do the order of operations, which I explained was, well, BODMAS, even though it's called BOMDAS, but whatever. Anyway, so the very first thing we're going to need to do is the loan amount divided by the interest rate. Okay, so you know, just work these bit by bit so you'll find out which way to work it, and then you need to do all of that by this. Then you need one more set of brackets to cover that part there. Okay, and then add all of that to loan amount. Yes, so the total repayment is now equal to loan amount divided by the interest rate, then multiply by 100, then multiply by the number of years, and then add it to the initial loan amount. Okay, and then finally we just have to display our answer. Okay, so system.out.println the total repayment is plus total repayment. So that's the whole thing finished in 4 variables pretty much. I'm just also going to do, after all this, a blank line. System.out.println and that is just simply a blank line. Okay? Okay, so we're just going to build that, make sure it all works. Process completed, and actually I made a mistake in a bit of the logic here. I've just noticed it actually should be divided by 100 and multiplied by the interest rate. Whew, that would have given us a totally different answer. Okay, sorry, that's more like it. So let's just build it again. Process completed, grand. Now please enter the loan amount, let's say 10,000. Is that 10,000? Yeah. Enter the interest, let's say 5%, and it was 7 years. So the total repayment is now 13,500. So it was an increase of 3,500. Okay, so that's the whole program working right there. Again, There is a second version which would probably be the more correct version, which is compound interest, but we can get back to that on another day. Okay then, so I think that's all for this one. Not a very long piece of code, but the calculations can be a little bit difficult in loan repayments. But that's it anyway, so until the next time.